Hey YouTube, this is Gothic King over 2 with a video entitled "Of Fail in Our Educational System." This particular video is going to talk about an issue that's I've noticed in our school system lately. When I was growing up, and I'm out of high school now, thank God, and I'm out of school. Period. I'm done with school, elementary and junior high and high school. But this particular video is going to talk about my experiences with bullies. I bullied someone too. I was bullied in school, so I've been on both sides of the highway, I guess. And when I was in junior high, I had this kid pick on me, and they put me in a second study hall and took me out of my favorite class because this kid wouldn't leave me alone. Which I thought was unfair because, well, I kicked him out instead of me out because I liked the class. I can't remember if it was the same kid or not, or a different kid, but it's another kid. I can't remember if it's another kid or the same kid, but a kid picked on me in junior high and all year. And one particular day, I'm just in the locker area about to get my shit and go to class, and he starts getting up on me with his old friends and picking on me and shit. And they tell you to walk away and ignore it and tell the teacher that you trust. Bullshit, it doesn't work. Because you go to school and they have an assembly there, I'm sure every school has this, that says, you have a right to be about sexual harassment, bullying, etc., etc., etc. And they tell you you have a right to a harassment for education and shit like that. But when it comes to actually a student actually coming to a principal and saying, so-and-so won't quit harassment, could you be someone to stop if they actually do shit? No, they do not. I was in 4th grade, I was picked on horrendously. On the playground, right in front of the fucking teachers. They're standing there watching it all happen and not doing anything, just sitting there. You know, I'm on the bus being picked on by every kid on the bus, and it got so bad the bus driver was telling the principal to do something about it. The principal wouldn't do anything about it, and my dad threatened to ride the bus to get them to stop, and he's like, alright, I'll take care of it. 4th grade, you know, that was like the worst year for me. Anyway, that's a different story. So anyway, I'm in, junior high, being picked on by this punk-ass faggot, and just doing what I was told to, ignore it and walk away, which didn't work for shit. Why it didn't work? Well, then his friends ganged up and made like a little circle, fight. I'm like, no, I'm not fighting you, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. And I walked off. And they'll look at me like, what the hell, and then, before I know it, these kids got me and they're shoving me towards the door, and I'm like, no, they're literally shoving me towards the door, like trying to get me across to the side of the courthouse, across the street from the school. I'm like, no, I don't want to fight. Leave me the fuck alone. And I try to push them away, and they end up forcing me out the door. I'm like, alright, fuck this. I'll fight this kid. I don't give a shit because I've been taking crap from this kid all fucking year, and I'm getting right sick and tired of it. So we ended up across the street by the courthouse, surrounded by pine trees or whatever. Kids are all watching it happen, I'm like, fuck this. I took this kid's head and I slammed it really hard against the pine tree. I punched him in the face, punched him in the stomach, and began choking him. And he tried to choke me. But at that point, some kid came out and was like, you two need to go to the principal's office. Yeah. It's like, the principal had to suspend both of us. And my principal was talking to my dad, like, yeah, Mr. Swan, he's talking to my dad. He's like, you know what? This kid's been picking on Josh all year. He had to come and I wish I wouldn't have to do this, but I have to do this because it's part of the rules. See, how the fuck is that fair? This kid antagonizes you all fucking year. You finally stand up for yourself and you're both suspended for it. How the fuck is that fair? You know what I'm saying? But I guess they have to do that because once I could be lying there, so I couldn't, so it's, So quite often they tell you, you have a right to be harassment free in school and shit, and then they turn around and don't do shit about it. Kind of sad, actually. But, and then, excuse me, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, another story. Kids think it was funny to hit me in the nuts just for no apparent reason. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with them, why they thought it was funny. I really don't. I didn't provoke it or ask for it. I just, what the fuck, people, So one day, I was in wrestling season. That was have to be the gayest sport ever, wrestling. I was waiting before a match. And during that match, I had break time, so I went out. I was wrestling in the high school I went to at the time. I went and got a snack. She sat at the table with my feet, leaned back like that, with my feet on top of the both my feet on top of the table, whatever, out in the little, concessions area. A group of guys sitting around me. This one fat fuck, my hick of a neighbor, if you will, who I lived across the street from at the time. Four wheelers and shit, just revving up all hours of the day, really obnoxious. But decides to hit me in the nuts while I'm wearing my singlet for wrestling with no cup. I'm all cussing up with Storm, all this visual laughing like a bunch of stupid idiots. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm sick and tired of it. I took my chair, I picked it up, and I went and started smacking the shit out with my chair. And I threw the chair on the ground, and I charged at the fat fucker and started hitting every inch of him I could. And people were like, holy shit. Some old haggy bitch comes over, what the hell do you think you're doing? I'm like, I am sick and tired. Everybody hit me in the goddamn nuts. Enough is a fucking enough. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny at all. He's just going off and pissed. Instead of saying, oh, okay, because I'm wearing a singlet, a wrestling singlet, because I was wrestling with no cup. That's not fair. But instead of saying, oh, okay, that wasn't right of him to do that. You shouldn't do that. She goes, where's your coach? Where's your coach? So then I'm talking to my wrestling coach about this. And I'm like, yo, coach, this isn't fair, And this one girl did the same fucking thing. She hit me in the nuts for 2 months, I think it was. After my dad talked to her, and she still did it. And one day, I'm waiting outside after some community center type dance thing, And waiting outside, so boom, she gets me in the nuts. I'm on the ground cussing up. I'm bending over cussing up a storm, and all her friends are laughing. Ha ha, it's so funny. Hit the kid with Asperger's in the nuts. So I'm like, fuck this. I shoved her to the ground, told her to fucking quit hitting me in the goddamn nuts. I'm sick and tired. She all sat there looking at me like, holy shit, he actually fought back. And this guy saw me, and he's like, you don't hit girls. I'm like, well, how the fuck is that fair? She's been hitting me in the goddamn nuts for 2 months now, and I haven't done shit about it. So now I'm doing shit about it. She quit, of course. My stepmom stereos that she had a crush on me, which I thought was kind of odd. I mean, if you have a crush on somebody, couldn't you just say, I like you, and I go out, and I can say, no, you can still be friends and leave it at that. But no. Anyway. Shit happens. And I actually picked out a kid in that same high school. Just annoyed the fuck out of me. And he made it way too fucking easy. And I actually enjoyed picking on him too. And I guarantee if he would have tried to hit me, I would have kicked his ass. And I wouldn't give a shit if the entire fucking school hated me. Fuck that, But on my parent-teacher conference, my teacher, she was like, almost in tears, like, I can't believe you and your... Me and my friend Richard pick on him a lot. And she'd be like, I can't believe you and Richard pick on him. All he wants to do is be your friend. It's just so sad. And my dad's just sitting there like, I can't believe you, Josh. You sit there, you've been picked on your entire life. You know how it feels. I can't believe you turn around and do it to someone else. And I just sit there like bored because I really don't care. Because for once, I wasn't getting picked on and someone else was. It felt really good, like blowing the steam off on them. So I've been on two sides of the street. So here I am preaching about stopping bullying in school, and here I am picking on someone in high school. It's hypocritical, but fuck it, I don't care. But my point is, it gets to the point where the teacher's attitude towards this whole situation about bullying and whatnot is they got a million things on their mind. Homework, grades, students, work assignments, etc., etc. And someone comes to them saying, so-and-so's picking on me. They're not going to get two shits if the student's picking on you. They're like, oh, it's junior high, get over it. You know what I'm saying? So they honestly don't pay too much attention to it. Even though they claim that you have the right to be harassment free, they just don't act like it. So how long before the student brings a gun to school and kills everybody or kills himself? You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't let it get to that point. So my experience of bullies and how I've dealt with them, I've kicked their ass. Each and every one of them that's fucked with me. Except for 4th and 5th grade and 6th grade, I didn't do anything. But after 3 years of being picked on in school, 7th grade, I'm like, I've had enough. And at the end of 7th grade, I kicked someone's ass. It continued on in 8th grade, a little bit in 9th grade, not so much in 10th grade, nothing in 11th grade. And then 12th grade, I was picked on in gym class by these two punk-ass skinny faggots who thought they were so cool. But I'm twice your size. If I've already kicked their ass, I could have. They were throwing basketballs at me like it was fucking dodgeball and shit. And the teachers weren't watching, they weren't doing shit. They sat there talking to their friends. The gym teachers in the room were talking to each other like, I guarantee if I would have kicked both their asses, they would have on the ground and crying like a little pussy or whatever, and then turn around and the teacher would have been like, you go to the office right now! Because they were telling me is overreacting. Well, what the fuck? You know, that's kind of a dangerous thing. You shouldn't be throwing basketballs trying to hit them in the face. It's kind of a safety issue. So I ignored them. I didn't really, and honestly, I didn't really care. So I gotten used to being picked on before, so it was just no big deal, and I really didn't give a shit anymore. And this hot blonde chick comes over and goes, "Oh, they're such assholes. I can't believe they pick on you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's no big deal." She's like, "Oh, you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's no big deal." Like, fuck you. I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's no big deal." So I guess there's a benefit of that, if you care. Which is kind of odd, because these two faggots are picking on me, and I just ignore them, be the better person, and as a reward, this hot blonde chick's having sympathy for me. But I'd much rather have seen them get their asses kicked by me. That would have been a lot more fun, you know. I was still fuming mad about that. I'm like, what the hell are people's problems, you know? But here I am, complaining about being picked on. I picked on this annoying kid. Like, I just hated the kid. Some people you just can't stand, you know what I mean? Some people you just can't stand. And this kid was just so fun to pick on. Oh my god, he made it way too easy. This kid was the most socially retarded person I've ever met in my entire life. Oh my god, was he obnoxious. Way too easy to pick on, you know? But my point being is, if you want to deal with bullies, don't sit there and tattletale and tell a teacher. Don't sit there and ignore it and walk away. That doesn't work for shit. Fight. I mean, when you throw the first punch, be prepared to finish it. Even if you lose, the fact that you stood up for yourself, you might actually get more respect. That's always been my experience with bullies, is that I stood up to them. I said, "Fuck that. I ain't taking shit from no faggot. You want to mess with King Cobra here?" That's my artist name on iTunes, funny CDs. But if you want to mess with me, Josh Hines, you're going to get your ass kicked. Simple as that. Fuck with Josh, you know, that's just... So I dealt with bullies like that. I stood up for myself. I kicked their ass, and I won every fight that I've gone into with a bully. So, yeah. Look, I'm a pretty huge guy. Look at me. I'm fucking monstrous. So, it's like, you want to start shit with me, you're going to get your ass kicked. Simple as that. I really don't care. Because at this point in my life, I just say, fuck it. So, yeah. Plus, bringing a gun to school isn't really going to solve anything. You know, you kill them to get that satisfaction of getting even feeling. But you only get that once. Then you're in jail. You end up killing yourself. So, instead, kick the living shit out of them. Kick their ass. And get that feeling over and over and over, reminding them every day that, I kicked your ass, pussy, and then remind them of it every day. You get that satisfaction over and over and over again. So, yeah. Don't tell a teacher. Don't sit there and ignore it and walk away. Stand up for yourself. Kick their ass. I guarantee you, if that kid I picked him on trying that shit with me, I would have kicked his ass in a heartbeat, and he would run on the ground crying like a little bitch, and I wouldn't have cared what the school thought of me, because, you know what? Honestly, don't give a shit. But really, how long before teachers ignore bullying problems before kids do shit like that? They kill themselves or kill people in the school with a gun, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a problem, obviously. It can be avoided. So teachers, if you're not going to do shit about the bullies in school, bullying students, then don't punish the people being bullied for beating up the bully. I mean, how fair is that? When you want to do shit and they take matters into their own fucking hands, you get pissed at them for fighting in school, when you claim to be a school that doesn't tolerate harassment or bullies, and yet you don't do shit about it. It's kind of hypocritical, actually, on their part, I guess, because they're telling you don't harass people and don't bully people, and then when you tell them about the bullies and shit, like you're supposed to, like they tell you to ignore it, walk away, and tell a teacher, which doesn't work for shit. They don't do shit about it. So it's a major fail in our educational system. Guarantee if I was this size when I was being picked on in 4th grade, they wouldn't have fucked with me. I can guarantee you that. They would have kicked their ass. But no, I got muscles. No one's gonna fuck with me. They try to make their asses kicked. Simple as that. This is Gothic KingCobraJFS with a video entitled "A Fail in Our Educational System." Bullies are a problem, so hopefully this helps you learn how to deal with them. Thanks for watching. Yeah.